Guys, it's really hard to start such live streams when there are so many things you are worried about, and this, emotions like a bit of anger, this not understanding of everything what's going on. So yesterday I didn't do this live because I hope that something will become better the next day today, but our president left the United States, and yeah, so there is nothing much to talk about that, because we have what we have and it has happened. We cannot change that, and now all of us in Ukraine, we are worried about the future because the consequences, what will happen next, what will happen with the support, with the war, with peace talks. So this topic is very, very complicated. Like, there are no doubts about that. But of course, like, being Ukrainian citizen and of course, like, wanting this war to over as nobody else, it's really hard to predict and to say something about the bright future now. Because last time, when it was on Thursday, I guess, I had the live, and it was also some, a bit negative, but it was a day before this mineral deal, before our president had trip to United States, and I considered this mineral deal, this agreement, as as some real start of some end to this war. Now I just lost all hopes. Like I told you before, like living in the wartime for 3 years with a full-scale war, and 11 years with the war in our country. It's like you just lose the idea, the hope that peace is real, and like we can achieve it, we can reach it. Now it's absolutely like that, and of course, like worries, like we have more and more worries. Of course, I see the support. I got so many messages. I wrote the post on Buy Me a Coffee page, on Patreon page, and there are so many people who shared the support. Guys, thanks a lot for that. I appreciate it, and I read all of your messages. Same in other social medias, in X, in Threads, in YouTube. Everybody stands with Ukraine. Everybody supports Ukraine, and that's so great. That's so great. But at the same time, there is harsh reality. And even today, like few hours ago, the civil building in, it was Zaporizhia. The civil building was hit by drone. I don't know how many people been killed and how many people been injured, but like the fire was so big. I saw just a few photos of that. And now also there is air raid. There are drones right over our town, because I told you that like there are drones almost every day, and you heard the sounds of these drones, and every day you are worried about that. And so as for the comments, I didn't say hello to anyone, so I started with some entry speech about everything what has happened. And I know that there will be like a lot of fights. You will blame some of you can blame me, can blame my country, can blame something, can fight to each other, but please, like, just try to stay respectful to each other. Do not attack each other, because it doesn't help me, it doesn't help you. So what's the sense of that? So let me go to the comment section. So being honest, I was thinking to turn off the comment section, at least for the beginning, and after that to turn on it, but yeah. So this time I also I welcomed all people, all opinions, but yeah, just all of us, we are humans, and please stay human. Hello Michael, hello Lillian, Alex, Milas, team, hello Georgia, hello Top, Tmia, Kyle, BT Cat, Top Gym Mindset Coach, Harvey, ISO Sales, hi Paulo, hello there. NBC, I still with Ukraine and your people, we US citizens are shamed by our current administration. Yeah, so I basically say nothing about that meeting, about that conference. And firstly, I was a bit shocked that that happened. But I thought that, behind the closed doors, they will have some, they will continue to talk, they will continue to discuss. But then, suddenly, Zelensky, he left the Oval Office, right? The place you call that. I thought, okay, maybe they will talk today. Maybe they will continue to talk today, and they will find some common ground, right? Because what was the sense of that? Just to create such a show to the whole world and make the whole world to what? Because as far as I see, like, everybody stands with Ukraine, and it's not like it wasn't the good step, it wasn't the good sign from the side of United States, of course. But I don't want to blame anyone. I don't want to say like who is wrong, who is right, because it doesn't help us to deal with what we have right now. And right now the war is continuing. The missiles and drones, they are still here. And how can we achieve and reach the peace now? I have no idea. Because initially I thought that if we would have such a powerful back like United States, it will be easier for us to, let's say, to decrease the demands from Russian side. Now I just have no idea, like, even if we'll have some talks, how they will look like, what's the concession, and will we ever have these talks? Like, because for people who are not in Ukraine, of course, it's easier to follow this show, let's say. But for people who are in Ukraine, it's like they yesterday said, it's not the play card. It's not like I'm playing the card. It's like real life, and like at stake human lives, right? Like my life, the life of my friends, my family, and so on. It's a bit emotional, guys, to be sincere. Really, it's like hard to talk about such a stuff when when the price is so high. Governor, thanks a lot for your super chat. EU is going to bail you out. Norway is very ready to open the money back. That is great, really. That is great that we have support from European Union countries. But peace is the most important in my view. And as faster as we can reach the peace, it's better that. Glad you look well. Thanks, Charlie. Melanie Bingham, I send my love and my prayers. You can go fight for the clown. Omega Axel, thanks a lot for your message. Thanks a lot. It's really kind of you. Yo, it was crazy. Hello, Stas. That's true. That's really true. I stand with Ukraine. Don't lose hope, Paulo. I try. I'm trying to think that it's it's not the over. Like, they had like this little fight, but we are not enemies. Our countries, they are not enemies, and our people. Like the most important that me, our nation, your nation, and yeah, basically your nation, because you guys, if you are watching me, it means that you stand with me and you stand with my country, like probably. But we have just we even have some Russian guy here who's also watching me every time, and like for me, it's really so unusual that even some Russian guy is following me and watching and listening to my thoughts. Hello, Rondon. Hello, Jay. Thanks a lot for joining. I was that it was maybe 10 minutes ago, or maybe 15, your comment. But yeah, thanks a lot for joining and for helping me with moderating this chat. Hello, Dave. I'm sorry I missed you. I'll be back in 6 months. So yeah, Dave, he was in Ukraine, so he came for several weeks. He did his business. He closed all his tasks and he went go back home and will return back in half a year. Oh, it's so far. I'm so far. US andate for UA power grid repair. I read such a news, but later I also read that it's not like that at all. So it was about this US aid, but it's not like energy grid. Hello, Luke. ABC, I read Russian news and they seem to celebrate now, feeling supported by Trump. Yeah, so I didn't mention that none of this is in our favor, and none of this is in your favor. So only one country now is really happy, and all of us know what's that country. I stand with Ukraine, but first of all, I stand with peace. Yeah, so basically, me as well, really. So, we're hoping for peace, but yesterday was a difficult day for Zelensky. Is not going in good direction. I still hope that we can change that direction. And I was watching his interview on Fox channel. It was 1 a.m. here in Ukraine, and I didn't do this live yesterday because I was thinking that atmosphere should to calm down and maybe next day will be better. Then I watched his interview, the interview of our president, and basically I cannot say that he said something wrong during the conference, during the meeting. He said nothing wrong on that interview. Yeah, so maybe it's because of emotions. So maybe, it's also, I also think that it's because of the cameras, because of the media in front of you. And I don't know, like, why. Maybe firstly you have to have some talks behind the cams, not like to show it to the entire world. So maybe like you have to have talks before to find some like yeah, a common ground, to see if you understand each other, if you have some one vision on this matter, and only after that to go and talk to the media. So maybe it's because of that. I don't know. I'm sure like for Zelensky it's very very hard. There is no doubt that, and I just like if it's hard for me and I'm not the president, I'm not the responsible for everything, like I understand him as a human, as a man, like of course like it seems all of us like have some sympathy, right? It's really really hard, like all this pressure, all this suffer and grief here, and you're responsible for that. You want $3 Salman? Sure. Yeah. Okay. Do not fret. Now new reliable supporters will rally to your support. Hello Clara. Thanks. Thanks for your support. This must be very discouraging. I feel for you and your country. Stay positive. Thanks, Darren. Sorry I missed your opening comments. They were not closed, so. You don't like the truth. Yo man, Salman, I do realize everything. I'm not wearing some pink glasses, like I know what's happening. I know what's happening in Ukraine, and because of this I'm very worried about that. Because this is my country and this is my future basically. The future of to my family, to my kids. So you think that you know more, like after you read some news and after you watch some people who talk about Ukraine but they never been to Ukraine, right? Paolo, most Americans are sorry for what with Zelensky. My wife and stepson are disappointed with American government. Zelensky is a hero and the embodiment of selfless leadership. Hello, Dale. As for me, I'm just so sick and tired of hearing about Ukraine member Gonzalo Lira. I heard about him and I know that story, guys. And I do realize also your like the disappointment of some people. Zelensky is better than Putin, but how much? By the way, I stand with Ukraine. Thanks, Charlie. Hi, Paulo, Arizona, USA here. Ukraine is not to blame. Your president is not to blame. You are not to blame. Thanks, Adrian. Don't bite the hand that feeds. Ukraine has a great and brave leader. He's trying to his best for your country. Resolution. US is not ashamed with Trump or JD Vance. Look, Buck Farmer, they also say right things. They also say that like we have to achieve peace, that it's like impossible to achieve peace if we will not try to do that, if we will not try to negotiate, if we will not try to at least do some ceasefire, at least to try. Because me being Ukrainian, and I do not really, guys, being honest, I don't know people who are against the ceasefire. Because as for me, ceasefire is the first step to stop this war, to stop us from dying. So this is the first step. And how come we even cannot try to do that? So we always like delay. Like being Ukrainian, I do not understand that really. Maybe there are some other reasons why we are not doing that. I don't know, but I do not like that. And I do understand that like saying that it's impossible, like it means that you do not, let's say, respect all the efforts that this new administration do. But again, like maybe it's also because of emotions, this pressure to my president. Zelensky should use a translator, I think, before he speaks when the stakes are high. Also, Leland, it's also language barrier, right? So even for me, like it's so hard to express all my thoughts, to answer on all your questions, to share like in 100% what I want, because I don't know some words. So and my president is also like that, so we are not native speakers, and like our level of English is not like very fluent, let's say. So I still have many words that I don't know, and when I try to say something, I still just don't have that word in my vocabulary, and it's hard to me, so I cannot say what I exactly think. And when you sometimes write to me, or like when I watch some videos, sometimes I do not catch like the entire sense, the all the words, but like of course I do understand like 90%, let's say, or 95%. So yeah, maybe it's also because of the language barrier. Hi Paul, I'm late here, I'm at work, but I wanted to say how embarrassed, outraged about what these fools over here in the US are doing and how they treated Zelensky. Thanks Karen for your support. Pablo, things always look the worse than every right before they get better. Don't lose hope, things can turn for better fast. James Ice, thanks a lot for your, let's say, uh, that you are giving me some hope, but when you hear that for 3 years that before something bad it's always better, but in our case like it's more than 1,000 days already, and every day is much worse than the previous. So like I also try to believe that before something good we have to pass through something bad. I heard the sound of bananas. Christina Love from the west coast of Canada. Thanks a lot, Christina. West coast of Canada. So I remember this West Coast Customs with exhibit. We had this TV show when I was a kid where you have to tune your car, right? And this is from where I remember this West Coast Customs, and I also always thought that it's somewhere like California, like some Los Angeles, San Diego. So I have to check also what is West Coast in Canada. But thanks for your bananas, Christina. Let me continue and go back to US is talking about shutting down Starlink. We had such a rumor like maybe 3 days ago, but it's not true. Wishing you and your family a blessed Ramadan. Thanks, Jetro. Michael, hi Paolo. How do you feel about your President Zelensky? I basically answered before. So I just I cannot imagine what does he feel and how he sleeps, and does he sleep at all. And of course I cannot say that like I like everything what he's doing, and like I do not have questions. Of course there are a lot of things I do not like, but these things they are basically he's doing great international job. So I cannot imagine somebody other who is representing Ukraine to other countries, who having these meetings, who is going everywhere, because like he has some he has like this skill to do that. But there are so many issues we have inside Ukraine, and things that we have to get rid of, and just to remove that. Sorry, but go look at the video and hear what the words were coming to Zelensky mouse. I heard that. I said that this is because of emotions. Lobanova, yes, and the war too many have died. Who are the people who have different views called trolls? Charles Wickland, you again. I remember you, my friend. I appreciate all the opinions, but yeah, just let's stay. Uh, let's respect each other. I know that just you have some hate to the politician, but why do you have hate to ordinary people? It just has no sense. Is Yulia Tymoshenko still politically active, Rick? Yes, she does. And from the moment when we had more talks about the upcoming elections, she, let's say, I cannot say like started to promote herself, but she started to film some videos on YouTube, to talk about some unpopular things that are popular among ordinary people, but not popular among the politicians. So she's active, and as far as I know, she was on Trump's inauguration. So it's not like 100%, but I read some, like, I don't know, are is it rumor or was it truth that she was there? But she's still like in the politics. No matter what false sense of security the EU claims to offer, unfortunately Ukraine has few options. It was a missed opportunity to solidly tie the US to Ukraine economically. GR, yeah, also. I was talking about that in my view, that rare earth agreement was like, the good step to tie our countries, at least economically, and to, let's say, to gain those minerals, to work with those minerals, to have some profit from that. Now I don't know. Like, I still hope that we'll be able to sign that deal, but who knows? Like, I'm sure that there are so many things that we just don't know. There are so many things that nobody shares with us. I love Ukraine. I've been watching this war from day one. I want the best for all people of Ukraine. Thanks, Davis. Ilya? Illa? Sorry, I don't know like the first name. It's Mary Martin. I'm third generation removed from Lviv. My heart pumps the same blood that has been shed on your soil. Trump is a deplorable, sad, pathetic, morally bankrupt excuse for a human being. I just don't know what to say. Like, usually I say, thank you, but in this case, like, thank you is not appropriate, right? And don't be fooled by online support. Paying for Ukraine war is hated in US. Yeah, it's hated by one side of people, but it's like we have support from another side of the people. So it's like everywhere. So if you think that in Ukraine we, like, all of us love the government, all of us love some uh, politician parties, that we do not uh, have some anger on them. Of course, it's also not like that. So all of us, we are different, and it's okay. Paula, how much are eggs there? Pinko, it's about $1.5 per 10 pieces. So 10x, $1.5. But the price increased. We also have some issues with eggs. Previously, maybe during the summertime, it was like, half a dollar for 10 eggs, half a dollar. I do remember that before the war, we had periods of time, when maybe it was the season when chickens produce uh, a lot of eggs, and we had periods of time when it was like 8-10 hryvnia, and it was 25-30 cents per 10 pieces. Now it's like, it's the price has gone up. I'm for you guys, I know that like you have issues with eggs and there is some crisis because of this chicken flu, right? If I'm not wrong. But even in Ukraine, like these prices are crazy for us in our national currency. British guy here, massive supporter of Ukraine, absolutely disgusted with Trump, and when Zelensky is here in London, crowds were cheering as he went into Downing Street. Thanks, Kevin. Only Putin can end the war, but not invading. Pop, yeah, he can end the war just withdrawing his troops, but he's not interested in that, of course. So don't freak out. There will be a ceasefire, and the war will come to an end soon. Hang in there. Be patient. 17 centimeters. Thanks, my friend. Like, I was talking to my friends today, and yeah, some of them, they're saying it's like, like it cannot continue, like, for many more months. So probably we'll have some ceasefire. Probably we'll try to reach some moments of talks. But like, we could reach that before, like half a year ago, 2 years ago, and it's been 3 years now. Of course, like let's hope for the better, but be prepared for the worst. Kim Jones, thanks, from Great Britain. So let me go back. Oh, so many comments, guys. I'm so far from now. Anyone again Ukraine is Putin lover. Not only language barrier, there is also cultural barriers. Alfredo, yeah, maybe also cultural barriers. Maybe, maybe it was not worth to go there because they could sign the deal online, and not online, but some representatives, like some, as far as I heard, it should have been our ministry, like not the president. So maybe it's because of that. You never talk over the president of the United States, basic stuff. And that's also, I do, well, yeah, I also realized that especially when you're a guest, so maybe, it's better to, like, just to remain calm, and only after, like, that, only after he said to you, maybe you have to answer, not, to to participate in this words battle, because it's better to ignore if you see that somebody is mad. I don't know. His English has gotten better. He's just being honest. Yeah, his English really has improved a lot, because in the beginning of this war, like, he was not so fluent. Now I see that he's so fast in expressing his thoughts, and he works on that, definitely. There was some American English slang that Zelensky missed because of language and culture differences. I side with Zelensky, Holme. How are you, by the way, my friend? Haven't seen you for a while. God bless you in America. I apologize for how Trump treated your wonderful president. He shamed all of us in America. Thanks, Saudi. It's not because of language barrier. It was an ambush. Ambush. What's that? Ambush. I don't know. Like, let me check. I have translator here. Ambush. Yeah, maybe. Ambush. Ambush. Such a unusual word. Ambush. Like some bush. Zelensky is Winston Churchill of our time. The U.S. Air Force veterans. My husband and I are embarrassed and horrified. Crystal blue. Persuasion. Thanks, Crystal. My opinion is Trump is a liar who created false expectation and has no ability to create the peace he promised. That's also like that. But yeah, let's be honest that basically all the politicians, they do that, especially before the election. So even, in our case, like we had like many promises that did not come true. So yes, the language barrier is a thing. All guests of Trump administration should speak in their languages. Yeah, could be. It's definitely better when you speak your own language, your native language, because you can express everything you want. Don't give up hope, Paul. You too, by the way. Так, where I am? Pinko, where is your suit? Oh. We love Zelensky and Americans on the left are so ashamed and embarrassed how our dumb leader treated your brave leader. We're so sad. Why would he? Why he wouldn't he ask for the interpreter? I know because he speaks enough, maybe, like to at least to answer and to communicate on some not so important topics. This war can end rather abruptly by US pulling satellite targeting support, but I do not think that that will happen. I loved hearing you to be honest about desire for a ceasefire. Thank you. Oh, I basically say that every time when I have live stream, every time I say that of course I want, and a lot of people want that, because maybe I just do not understand something, but just because we appreciate President Trump doesn't mean we do not support also Ukraine. Don't believe that lies about President Trump. He wants peace. The United States loves Ukraine. Thanks, L. Tell that to God he's one of the that appoints our leaders. Well, let's agree to disagree. No hate, Pink. I wish you peace and happiness. Thanks, Meteor. I love my Ukraine wife and stepson. We shouldn't have to be worried Trump will kick them from the country. You have a lot of right-wing trolls in here. I'm sure many have said this already, but I was seriously embarrassed by Trump's behavior towards Zelensky. Just know that Trump is not representing all Americans, and we don't all think the same way. Be worthy. I know that, so please do not be worried about that, because it's everywhere like that. So, like, I mean, politicians, they are not equal to people. So even here in Ukraine. So Ego caused that mess yesterday. I would have shut my mouth, signed the agreement, and go out. Ego. Ego, right? Ego. Because it's in our language, like we pronounce that same way, ego. So maybe, I don't know, when things are so serious and that stakes are so high, I'm sorry, my friend, but I will not sacrifice my children's future for yours. You would feel the same. I will not sacrifice my children's future for yours. You will feel the same. I know, Jakob, I know. That's why I'm also so worried about everything that is going on. Because, like, everyone is caring about himself, first of all. And I do realize that. And being a president of some other country, first of all, you have to care about your own people, your own citizens, and then about somebody else. Same here. So I also, I also don't want to die. Same as other people, same as other military who are serving right now, who is fighting right now. They also don't want to die. They also want peace. Homie, I'm doing great. That's great. Trump wanted peace, he would have told Putin to remove his troops from Ukraine. Trump wants a peace, not peace. Yeah, it sounds funny. A right-wing troll, Americans support Ukraine. Trump was incredibly dismissive to a president whose country is at war. Dennis, I don't know how many. Dennis is a menace. I don't know how many. And in there, my Croatia also was attacked by bigger and stronger enemy, but we ultimately won. Ukraine will win too. I have to check, by the way, your history. I don't know what happened in Croatia. Like, or you mean the World War II, or you have had some other wars after that? Засада, засада, засада. Mary T. Canada support Ukraine, keep hope. Thanks, Mary. It was like a mafia shakedown. Hello, Rick. Hello, Rick. So hateful, I could use 5k. I hope it's low. What? Trump may be saving your life, so might want to thank him someday. Yeah, but as for now, you see that nothing is happening. Nothing good, I mean. We only think what was recorded, not the other 99%. Jacob, I don't know, like, was it recorded or was that live? Because really, I don't know. So maybe it was recorded, but there are on some channel there was some entire footage, like it was like almost an hour. Maybe it was some Forbes channel. I don't know what was that. I mean the name of the channel, but it was like some Forbes channel. The American supports Ukraine. I'm sorry, the way President Zelensky was treated yesterday. Trump set him up. It's a disgrace. We support Ukraine. Ukraine, all our love. Thanks, RML. Засидка, ambush. Yeah. If that's the way it's going to go to, just do a video call until the end of the war. I'm so happy that our Prime Minister of Canada supports Ukraine 100%. All the best for your great country. Thanks, Rose. You're exactly right about politicians. Please believe we want the best for you. Send it love and prayers. Thanks, Al. So many guys comments. Genetic beast, why are you here instead of talking about Blaha? What is Blaha? Sending support and love. Thanks, Al. There was an interpreter in the room. JD Vance had him removed. But I do remember that definitely there was interpreter when he gave the interview on Fox TV, because there was the moment when Zelensky was asked about does he regret something, and he was asked like, what's that mean? A man without a suit being attacked by two suits without men. It's a figure of speech, gets lost in translation, just like when Zelensky threatens America, we'll feel it. Administration, please remove Jacob and Mattia and Jason, they are trolls. Jay, by the way, you can do that if you want. If there is still these guys, Jacob, Mattia, Jason, you can just remove that. So really, if my community write that, so why not, really? But like, it's not, if they are not here, it's okay. I love the moment when Zelensky said, "Sir, we are not playing cards here." Yeah, Mary, 'cause like it's it's basically, it's my life, the life of my family, and the life of my friends, the life of my country mates. So it's not the cars at all. They say you don't go into all office and disrespect. I heard that. Your people of Ukraine are brave, smart, humble, and patient. I know that Ukraine will be free and you guys are going to have the peace you deserve. God is with you. God bless Ukraine. Thanks, Lisa. Jay, yeah, you can remove really. You can remove anyone you want basically. So, but I just before this happened, like usually I never had so many trolls on my live streams. I mean, not trolls, but people who shares this hate, who do not respect other people. Because all of us people, let's stay human, please. Hello, Sasha. Hey, Paolo. The Trump-Zelensky argument was hard to watch. I didn't feel good about any of it. So, Sasha, he's also Ukrainian, but he's American. He's American Ukrainian, so he feels basically what I feel. So yeah, and all Ukrainians yesterday, we were a bit shocked, and we were speechless after everything happened. A vice president shouldn't lie and say he hasn't thanked the US when clearly he has. It seems that Zelensky said that 100 times, and for the last 3 years he said that 1,000 times. It seems like if I said that to you so many times, I don't know how many times he said that. Paula was so angry. It's Deborah. He is thanks to the United States so many times. It was an ambush. Ambush. Nice word, this ambush. You have my Ukrainian phone number. You can call me anytime. Yeah, I do have. I do remember that. Yeah, and recently a lot of people, like, not a lot of, but several, offered me some, let's say, if I need, like, you can call me, you can write me, and I appreciate that, guys, really. Because last time when I had this live, I told you that this is basically the only way for me to share something to other people, because, like, among Ukrainians, like, we live in, like, all of us wear same shoes, and, like, there is no need, to tell this to somebody other, because all of us feel that. But since I have so many people who are not here and who is watching this, like, being so far, of course I feel this responsibility, but it's also like nervous to me, because I feel like why also some politician who has to be very very right in what he is saying. So that's why I feel this pressure too when I do these lives. Yeah, it's just being honest, because I have, like, now it's 271 people, by the way. Thanks for this number, and 260 likes. If you did not like this live, you can do that. Yeah, don't hesitate to hit the like button and show your support, at least to me. So yeah, I want to say that I appreciate all your messages, all your comments, all your help that you try to provide. Thanks a lot for that. And it helps me to, not only me, but, like, my family, to just not just to stay alive, but not to lose our mind. America's on your side, you're a wise man, thanks L. Так, this section. So many Americans are embarrassed, but at least half of them voted for Trump. And half didn't. By the way, yeah. We support you as Americans. Please don't give up. Stay strong. Praying for peace for you. Thanks, L. Blah blah blah. The only Russian here is me. Stas, who knows? Who knows? Maybe there are somebody else. Bravo, Paula. Why, Mary? Yes, before the interview started, Vance called Zelensky comrade. Comrade. Blah blah blah. I know I don't want Trump to take away healthcare in America. We'll see on this fact. You don't have the cards is a figure of speech. The comedian or the businessman, it's not about what they are, but who they are as humans. I would trust Zelensky more. You earn respect. It cost every household in US $895 a year in taxes to support Ukraine, and Zelensky can account for 58 of money. I do support Ukraine, but Zelensky could not see the big picture. The people who voted for Trump did not vote for this. Yeah, definitely. So that is definitely true. Because even me, I cannot say that I expected something really, some fast solution that he will come and he will solve everything. But I did expect that it's not gonna be like this. The meeting had to be bad for Russia because if not, there wouldn't be so many Russian trolls. The world seen what happened at yesterday's meeting. It was a trap. If he defended himself, he looked aggressive. If he stayed quiet, he looked weak. Yeah, that's true. I agree with that, Kron. Debbie, I voted for and I'm so ashamed of what he did to Zelensky. Zelensky is a hero. I witnessed the funeral procession of a fallen Ukrainian soldier the other day. Every man, woman, and child knelt down in respect for the soldier. It was a solemn moment. And I also even had some moments of such a procession when we were in Bila Cerkva city. We also witnessed that, and in our town we had that, and before we had that really often, like almost every week we had some funerals. Now it's a bit less. So and I hope that it just will disappear and we will able to reach some peace. Public trolls are live on all channels. Yeah, because they are also people. I'm a conservative who voted for Trump. I didn't vote for this version of Trump. It's embarrassing. Ever since he survived the assassination attempts, he thinks he's invincible. So I'm so far from now, so Zelensky needs to negotiate with President Trump. Yeah, I also think that he needs to have some private talk at least, not phone call. He has to have real talk one-on-one without cams, like to discuss it. Because like what we had yesterday, it was like some TV show, some talk show. I don't know if you have this word, talk show. Zelensky is always saying thank you to each country he has spoken with. He's polite and humble. Stay strong, Paulo. You have loyal President Slav Ukraine from Scotland. Thanks, Miss We Lizzie. Remember that there is a block function in the chat. Block their ass and leave them in the dust. Cool. Yeah, I know that. Of course, I know that. I just, you know, I'm reading your comments through the tab where I cannot do that because you see the comment on the screen, and this is because I do that through the plugin. So in this plugin I cannot have option to block that, so I have to go to another tab or on the phone. But basically I just don't care, so I just ignore that comments, so that's okay. Paulo, we are all brothers, sisters. Don't be worried about saying something wrong. We offer help because it could be any of us in your situation. Thanks, Luke. I don't wish anyone to be in this situation, guys. Because it's it's just like a horrible nightmare that started 3 years ago, and this night, is still continue. This plugin is lagging a bit, so I need from time to time to reload it, and that's why I lose some comments. So if I missed your comment, so I'm sorry for that. I would have looked weak if it was so. Sign a deal and save lives. I would have looked weak if it was to sign the deal and save lives. I did not catch that. It's hard to catch. If you signed the deal, you looked weak. God bless the brave Ukrainian people, but understand the American people are pissed off and feel taken advantage of by Europe and our own corrupt politicians. We have our own fights here at home. Yeah, you have politician fights. You do not have, missiles. And I do not wish that to anyone. So, yeah, but in our case, guys, we have missiles and drones, and our people die every day. Hello, Cheryl. Putin and I have been through so much together. Putin gave me dirt and Biden Zelensky didn't. He was so mean to me. I'm a Trump troll. America for Americans and Ukraine for its people. Is that an argument? Yeah, Jay, that is an argument. And yeah. But like usually if you are strong, if you have some, big muscles, usually if you see that some other guy hurts somebody, usually you defend or at least try to offer some help. So it's not like, I demand that. So I do realize that for many countries, like it's also the big impact of this war. Trump respects strengths, so don't lose hope, Paula. By the way, maybe that's also like that, because he sees that Zelensky is also this word. Let me check. Stubborn, right? That he's also has some strengths to show. So maybe they will. Oh, I can't express because I don't know. They will find some way to do that. Wentz called Zelensky suka at the end of the meeting. I did not see that. Zelensky was the only adult in the Oval Office yesterday. However, unfortunate that America has fallen so much in everyone's esteem. You have support, Europe support, don't worry. Angeli, I'm more worried about what will happen next, because what will happen next to the war? What will happen next to the some agreement, some peace talks? Because, like, it's so great that we have support, but can somebody, like, let's say, provide us some guarantees that our government wants beside the America? If United States will not provide guarantees, our side will not go to negotiations. That's what I see now. Humanity cries for peace. To hear the screams, go look at some of the battle footage of Russian-Ukrainian war. Better if Ukraine will keep natural resources for Ukrainian people who already endured 2+ years of war and many casualties. Yeah, because due to our constitution, this is our main law. All the minerals, all the resources, they belong to the people of this country. But yeah, I want to be on Pablo Talk show. You want to join my talk, Tony? It's better, if some Ukrainian join my talk show, who is also here, who is also witness this. Because maybe sometimes, it's not enough to hear that only from me. Maybe sometimes it's better than there is somebody else who can also confirm that. Because yeah, that's really bad that there are not so many people who can speak English and share that. Supporting Paulo Zelensky lost his focus on the agreement he was there to sign yesterday. Hope he can recover from it. Thanks, wins. Yeah, I also hope that. No trolls are keyboard warriors who think they can make fun of sides. Those need to be stopped. 100%. What we witnessed yesterday was strong armed diplomacy waged against the president of an invaded ally. Every day of Trump think, what would Hitler do? What happened yesterday was a setup. There was no deal to sign. I don't know. I heard that the deal was ready and they should have signed it online before this meeting. What changed from 2017 to 2020? There were no wars talk. I'm hearing vague generalities, but what happened? World went crazy. That's what happened. What set off the heat argument was President Zelensky saying that soon America would feel such Russian aggression on its shores. That was when he... Yeah, Michael Karen, I noticed that. Maybe it was too much, to say that, because it sounds like some, not blackmail, but some provocation. Because this is the highest diplomacy and you have to stay calm and not to say that. In America, I was not for Kamala Harris, but I'm not for something Trump does, like as a 4.5 trillion tax cut for billionaires. Americans voted for cheaper eggs and they keep going up in price. Did Trump promised you cheaper eggs? I don't know. Hi, Paula. Hello, Emma. I personally think that arrogance of JD Vance and Trump was appalling. Two people against one definitely is not okay. Hopefully, Europe wakes up enough and supports Ukraine with what it needs soon. Thanks, Emma. President Zelensky got a good welcome in Ireland on Thursday and in UK today. The love for Ukraine is still as strong as 3 years ago. Look, yeah, I know that, and I believe that it will never disappear because it's not we who won this war. It's not we who started this war. Uh, but like some actions, they are mm, like this. Like when somebody supports you without showing some actions, like even like European Union. Uh, I mean, like about the alliance, like to show that, like we are willing to invite you, like we want you to have in our alliance, but it's not like that. A hug to Ukrainian people from Italy. Thanks, Roberto. Jay, you can ban genetic beast. Where is genetic beast? Is here? So message deleted. And you can just hide user on this channel. Yeah, and that's all. Ignore Trump supporters, they don't have a clue that Ukraine borders Russia, keeping all of Europe safe too. Selfishness is their problem. To the Americans complaining about NATO should demand repayment for 20 years in Iraq and Afghanistan. $1 trillion should do. Yeah, by the way, that's also like the fact. And now more and more I think about that Budapest memorandum when we gave up our nukes and we had guarantees. So nothing works, you see. Uh, Hi from Germany, I'll put it in this way. There is history, and nowadays everything is controlled by people who have money. I myself, if I'm also curious what to see what will happen. I was It wasn't about minerals, it was about controlling the reconstruction after the war ends. Kelly, it was also about the minerals on the territories that we control. And in my view, for example, if we sign the deal and US will have access to these minerals on these territories, so at the same time it means some security guarantees because uh, of course, like there is the chance that Russia will go further and will, seize this territory. But I think that if we'll have this deal, Russia will not go to those territories where US have access to these minerals. What form of US guarantee does Ukraine want? American boots on your ground or what? No, not American boots, not troops. It's about defending ourselves. So it's like more air defense, more defense package. And as far as I heard, we will use that package only in case of possible invasion. So if there is no invasion, so this package maybe will be even returned to you. So it's not about some people think that security guarantees means that like we want troops, we want American soldiers, but it's like more about the aid, and it's aid more about defensive aid. Because as far as I heard about like possible agreement that so for example it's frozen on the current line, and we we get defensive package, and we promise not to use this package and not to get those territories in a military way. So we promise to get these territories only through diplomacy. I cannot even begin to imagine how scary life must be living in a war zone. Life is hard in every country, but to have to live with being bombed as well is terrifying. It's just you live to like every time you feel like it's your last day, because every time it can be somewhere close to you. It can hit your home, it can hit your car, it can hit you. So of course, like every time and every day and every moment, you never forget that there is something. There is something not like it should to be. It should be. Mm, to bet it is all about politics tonight. We'll pass on this one, Pablo. Take care. Like when you travel and see your parents and show those videos. Slava Ukraine. Thanks, Don. How's Mike? Yeah, then basically no one will understand that for real. Most of the support US gave to Ukraine was old ammunition and hardware. Hi Paulo, President Zelensky had a good meeting with UK Prime Minister Starmer today. I'll watch his arrival on YouTube. Debbie Wojcik. Thanks, Debbie, for your super chat. I also watched his arrival, but I have not watched his meeting, like entire meeting. So I have to listen to that. Jay, I just banned him. So I think Russia has annexed the US government while I worry for Ukraine. I'm seriously worried about what this means for us here in America. Recently, I read some post that now, like before this mineral deal, only when it appeared, when some rumors appeared about this mineral deal, and there was like this. So there is two options for us: surrender to United States, who is our ally, or surrender to Russia, who is our enemy. So and now it's like it looks like that. How do you call English King Charles III or Carl III? Charles, Charles, not Carl. Do you call Carl? Thanks, Marcus. Trump and Vance didn't look like tough guys. Yes, Zelensky looked like a true man. Charles, Paul, you're exactly right. Not sure why others can't see it. Trump is an expert at staying out of war. He dodged the draft 4 times and ended up with a doctor claiming he had bone spurs. Paulo smarter than all the others in this chat talking about the resources deal. He is 100% right. That's what I think. I don't know if it's like that, but it's just what I think, how I see it from my side. Trump crying about what him and Putin went through together like he's bitch. Well, he is, I guess. How does Ukraine feel about freezing the front line? Alex, I think that we feel like we do understand that it's like the only way for now. but like we have to have some guarantees that Putin will not go further. So people feel okay with that because everyone is tired. We need the minerals to make the missiles and equipment. Hello, Katinka. Hello there. It breaks my heart that the bigger show of world support was not leveraged 3 years ago. Ukraine shouldn't be in this position with the threat Russia posed to the world. I just have no idea why 3 years ago, like why nobody stood up and say, like, I mean, not nobody, but entire world, everyone, that guys, just stop and sit and talk, and like we'll help you to find some ways like to do that. Carl Treaty. For me, Carl is like, Charles, because I have some people from like YouTube who are Charles, and I used to call them Charles, not Carl. Hey Paulo, Russia will never love Ukraine into NATO, just like the US would never love Russia on US-Mexico border. Not NATO continue expansion, the reason for the war. Yeah, I know that. I know that while we have those regime in Russia, it probably wouldn't happen. But Gary, you see that Finland joined NATO, right? But it's just next to the Russia. So what's your thought on that? It's not like, I'm saying that I want NATO, I want NATO. No, it's just what do you think about that? Because I do realize that NATO for us it's like not it's like not on time. I mean, with this government in Russia, it's not what is real for us now. Because in that case, this war will never be over. Zelensky and US had the agreement before he got here. Then Zelensky said he wasn't signing it without security guarantees when he got here. And Connie, then I also read that they added some security guarantees there. So I don't know if that's true or not. Jay, don't remove Holme, because this guy, he's almost Ukrainian. He came to Ukraine and he lives in Ukraine, so EPJ, I have been subscribed for 3 years now, and today was my first comment. Davina, thanks a lot. One scoop, do not give up, Europe will still help you. Hello, Julian. Russia should focus on its own country. It seems that they have no time to do that, because you see, so I mean, they have so many territory, they have so many land, and there are so many places where it just like I discovered this word recently, like shocks, right? Where just let's say not homes, but some tents, no gas, no water, no facilities, no roads. People live in the mood, but yeah, we need more lands, we need more territory. Why would we care about our own people? So let's just spend this budget on the war. Ah, so since he was a prince, he was Charles, but now he's Carl. I didn't know that. Didn't know that. Look, no, we didn't have power outages, but recently we had some emergency outage because of the cold weather. It was minus 10 or minus even 15 like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. So in some regions we have this emergency power outage because of the weather. Whew, guys, already 1 hour 20 minutes. I didn't expect that I'll be talking for so many minutes because it's already 1 a.m. in Ukraine. But thankfully tomorrow is Sunday, so we can sleep. But over the last few weeks we wake up really early. So even though I usually go to the bed at 12 or 1 or 2, but I fall asleep at 2 or 3, so and then I wake up at 7 or 7:30, and yeah, feeling okay. But another issue during this life is that I have this lamp in front of my face, and it's like my eyes, they are bleeding, let's say. Phew, all right. The only guarantee Ukraine would get is that there will be an American workers on the ground, and that would deter Russia from attacking. I highly doubt that would be the case. Look, if there will be American factory, some American factory, I mean American company, it's already great. I mean, in terms of security guarantees, in my view. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Pablo, your voice is calming. MS me, oh my, 52 thanks. I know, usually, people do not like their own voices, especially on the records. Because when I speak, it seems, oh, okay, I used this voice. But when I listen myself, it seems like it's not me, and there is something wrong with the voice. Trump wants peace, and I pray that peace can come to your country. Thanks, Melania. Welaine C. I think NATO membership is the only guarantee that would mean anything. Jay, you're doing a great job, and it's much appreciated. Yeah, Jay, really. Today, it's really great that you are here with me. Because usually, I, being honest, never want to disturb my moderators. Because I don't want to disturb anyone, So even if I have trolls, it's okay, but let it be like that. When you delete live, I can't watch what I missed. You basically, there is nothing special that you miss, so yeah, because sometimes I close these videos after the live stream because there is nothing interesting, and it's just so it's not like some video that can entertain you, but maybe, yeah, like somebody said, maybe my voice is calm, I don't know. Okay, so a few more minutes, and let me read your comments till the end. Russia will not stop grabbing the land, deal or not deal. Europe needs to step up and help. Why does Russia have to give Ukraine permission to be in NATO? Because Putin has this idea that he's still our president, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, United States just stopped the money. As far as I know, it's not yet. But yeah, some this foundation like USAID, they stopped to work. It's okay, go to bed, Paulo. Get some sleep, feel better. From Emma. If there are American workers coming, it won't be for years. Can you watch all YouTube channels in Ukraine? Yeah, Dennis. There is nothing blocked. So some people think that we need access, we need VPN to access some some information, but actually like everything is available, so you can see, you can watch whatever you want. Good night, rest well. You too, Rick. Paulo, you need to get some blue blockers glasses. The computer blue light hurts the eyes. Michael, I have glasses. I have glasses, and it's not because of the computer, it's because of the lamp. So, and lamp with white light, it's like not natural. So I have to, like this, it's okay because it's not hurting my eyes. Okay, have you managed to watch any good films, documentaries lately? If so, what? Good films. My memory not that great. Miss Leslie, I will write some movies to my notes, and next live stream I'll share that, because now I do not remember really. Block trolls always. You do not need or deserve their negativity. Yeah, I just sometimes I care about that, sometimes I don't care about. So as soon as this over, I'm taking my wishes doggy for a walk. Yeah, hi to Astra. I have my memory left brain a long time ago. Alright guys, so it's been 1.5 hours, and I said a lot, and I hope that you discovered something new from me, from my perspective. I hope that things will improve, that this atmosphere will go away, that we restore our interaction with American government, because if we lose your support, I just cannot imagine like what will happen next. And without your power, like any possible peace talks and peace deal, they will not be like some real talks where we can like not believe, where we can achieve some, at least something, you know. So first of all, thanks a lot for your support, as always. It's been 3 years, 3 tough years, and I really appreciate every message, every comment, even from haters and trolls, because you guys, you make this activity, you make other people to interact with you, to answer to you, so you even writing something bad, you still spend your strengths, right? So I'm not losing my hope, Mike. I just do not believe that it can continue for, you know, entire life. But we have some jokes that that it will never be over, but it just jokes, so it cannot be like that for sure. So I think bye for now, and I'll see you maybe in a day, maybe in two, maybe we'll go to the countryside since the weather is better. Maybe I'll do there some live from outside. Yeah. So as for now, guys, with love from Ukraine to everyone, and please stay safe and live today. Do not delay your life. Yeah, just do not delay your life, because because you see what can happen. Alright guys, thanks and see you. Bye bye.